want to see how I got those shots? Stay tuned to the end and I'll show you how. Alright, so from you see the intro, you definitely know that we got some new gear in house. Alright, so today's video is going to be about the newer ER1 Motorized Slider. Here we got the 47.2-inch version, and this is a gear that I've always wanted in my toolkit. I've been through sliders in the past, like little sharp manual ones that you have to push the cameras on. I've invested in the Pro Aim Breezer Dolly before, but that's a manual slider for different occasions for every gears. But this one that we have here today is basically just for your regular mirrorless camera. It holds up to 11 pounds and it runs off a Sony MPF battery. Also, it is app controlled. So basically, you get an app on your phone that you download, which is the newer app, and I have quite a few newer equipment other than this slider right here. So I have some newer lights, some little mini newer lights. I have the 660, that's the RGB panel. That's the one that's giving this nice pink hue in the back. That's what I'm using now. So all of these equipment that I have that is newer branded is controlled from the app. Alright, so everything is in one place, and I like to stick to brands that I've known and trusted over the past, and Newer is one of them. Newer has been with me for my journey as a filmmaker, as a creator. Over the years, I've been through countless of Newer products, continue to buy Newer products, and I must say this one doesn't disappoint. It's also very lightweight, made out of carbon fiber. This parallax shot that you're seeing right here from the side angle, where the camera is going around me in form of a semicircle, that is being done by turning the knobs on both ends to a specific degree. There's marking on the slider itself on the end, so you could set to your desired turn rate that you want it to turn or spin or to center around the subject. There's a lot of mounting points on it as well, quarter thread, 1/8 and so forth. All over the body, on each end where you could mount the stands that I have it on right now. If you want to add lights or any other thing you see fit, or you want to rig it up in a special way that is different just to get the shot that you want, that's possible as well. Alright, so we're going to talk about the app right now. So we're going to go into the app to show you how it works and all of that. So alright, so currently now we're in the Newer app. You could download it from the Play Store or App Store. As you can see, I have two Newer lights up top, and here is the slider right here. So you click on it, it instantly connects. So this is where you control your speed, and it shows you right there where it says 62 minutes and 31 seconds if you had to speed 1 to move from point A to point B, right? And then if you go to the maximum, it takes 26 seconds, but this is on slow. If you set it to constant, that is the fastest speed, it takes 22 seconds to go from one end to the next, and then 62 minutes 31 seconds. So it's the same on slow and constant for the slowest speed. And then you press these two arrows left and right to go which direction you want. In live video mode, you go on to customize, and this is where you can set your A and B point. So when you click customize, it's going to say it's going to reset it. You move the slider to where you want using these two, and you press OK, that's the A point. And you move it to the other point, press OK for the B point. So that is how you set up that. Or you could leave it on automatic and it will just loop when you click start. And you can set the speed to slow or constant again, and you can adjust it from here as well. Alright, so if you don't want it to loop, you could turn off the loop or you could turn it on. Time-lapse mode, you could set the duration that you want your film to be. You could set the camera shutter speed, etc, etc. Same basic setup like the live mode with the A and B points. So it's basically the same thing. You could leave it over time to run. Alright, so the app is pretty easy to use. You control your speed, you set the parallax manually from the slider itself, and then everything else you do in the app. You don't have to use the parallax mode if you don't want to, but it's a pretty nice feature that comes on this slider. I don't think it's the only slider that has this parallax mode, but as you can hear right now, I am recording audio and it's dead silent, like not even a peep of a sound. It's pretty silent and it's cool. Like, listen, it's dead silent, pretty silent. You could use it for interviews, talking heads. You can use it for a lot of product videos. I used it as well for some of that. I could show you some samples of how I got it done along with some Lazy Susan. The app is very intuitive and easy to use, and I must say I'm pretty happy with it. I didn't encounter any problems when I'm trying to connect to the slider from my phone, and I didn't read any manual watching YouTube videos. Everything was pretty straightforward. The slider is easy to use, easy to set up. So as a beginner, you won't have any problems. We get some control cables that you could plug into your camera, quite a few, that you could plug into your camera and control the slider from, so you could just trigger your camera to record without have to move from where you are via the app. So that's a plus. And as I said, it runs off MPF batteries. This is the one that it comes with, but currently I'm using a bigger one right now. But I think one of these give you around 2 to 3 hours. The greatest thing about this slider, you don't have to plug it in. You could use it outdoors, indoors, so it's pretty versatile if you ask me. There's also a locking knob that's on the front. If you set the slider, you're trying to move it around, you could just lock the knob on the front so it doesn't slide and move all about the place. Even though it doesn't because it's motor operated, but it's there just in case. So it's a nice safety feature, which I like that they put on it, because I have a very expensive manual dolly that doesn't come with that. To see a slider that is just for $350, well, at the time when I purchased it, but the fact that it has a lot of safety features on the slider itself is nice and it's a plus to have. It also has some built-on legs where you could set it on your countertop if you don't have any light stands like me, or you want to get a shot that's low to the ground. So it has some legs that is basically adjustable in any direction. So the legs is there, it's a plus. You could set it on some Apple boxes, you could set it on the countertop. So you don't definitely need a stand to use this slider. It comes with built-on legs. The newer ER1 slider, let me know in the comments if you grab one of these or it's just a gear that you'll buy and never use. But since I've purchased it, and I'm a guy that loves to purchase gear, use it once and then throw it in the corner. But this one, I've been using it since I got it, and I love the shots that I get from it, and I'll continue to use this slider in most of my video production work, especially for the interview shots and talking heads that I do for my corporate clients. So the newer ER1, it's a must-have. Put in your toolkit. If you need to purchase it, I'll have a link in the description to my Amazon store. It's an affiliate link, so I get a little kickback from it when you guys purchase from my Amazon store. So please do that. Thank you for watching. And if you like content like this, or if you need to know something more about the slider, you could comment and leave a like, subscribe, share the video. I'm out. Chem Style here. Peace. So to get the semicircle shot, I basically have it set to 10 on that end and 10 on this end, and then it just basically do a thing. Yeah, as you can see, the line isn't straight. Not sure we can see. So you see it gives like a, and then it rotates the plate while it's moving, as you can see.